Hello, Paul Stryer here with Digital Course Warriors. This is another Digital Course Warriors Learning Nugget. This is video 2 in a series of 14 on how to create professional videos with nothing more than your cell phone. That's right, nothing more than your cell phone. Today's step is really what I call location scouting, where you're going to actually film your video. That makes me sound really aging myself, but where you're going to create your video at, where you're going to record it at. So this video today, as you can see, I chose the background of standing on the top of a parking lot in my downtown. This is downtown Raleigh, North Carolina. You can see that I am in the parking garage here, and you can see that my background is at the top of a parking garage. So I chose these buildings right here to be my background for this video. And when you're picking a location, first of all, you want to pick a location that has great natural light, because you don't want to carry a bunch of lights around you. Plus, you might not be able to afford a bunch of lights. So you want a bunch of natural light. And if you're in your home or in a location that doesn't have a light, then of course you're going to want to buy some lights from Amazon. You can find some great inexpensive lighting systems on our website to be able to get ideas of what's good and what's bad and what you can find out there. So you want to have good natural lighting that will light you up so that the screen is not dark, because you really don't want a dark video. You want people to see you and be interested in what you're talking about. You also don't want any identifying marks such as your street address. You wouldn't want somebody to know in the video where you live. Now, in the case of this one, you can see that I'm downtown Raleigh. You can see that the Marriott is right there and all that stuff. So you kind of have an idea where I'm at if you know Raleigh, North Carolina. But it's not my home, so you're not seeing where I actually live. You don't have a street address or anything like that. So be careful with that kind of stuff. Make sure that the background is appealing. Make sure it's something people are going to be interested in and want to see. So having this with the clouds and the buildings, I think is going to be a pretty interesting background. I'll know more when I get on my computer and start looking at it, but I'm hoping that this is pretty interesting for you. The other thing to do is, if you're in a business location, make sure that you get permission to use the location. So a lot of these coffee shops don't want you doing these kind of videos like I'm doing now in their shop unless you give them credit. Maybe sometimes they want your, to put your logo or put their logo on your video just to get business for them, but you want to get it in writing. CYA. Yeah, I'm sure you know what that means. You want to make sure that you have permission to use the location. You don't want to get sued for having a video up of some location that wasn't really somewhere you could use. The next thing you want to do is, when you get to a location, when you're scouting it out, close your eyes, just like this. You have to close your eyes. You have to. Close your eyes and listen. Listen real close. What noises are there? Are those noises in the background going to be distracting and cause you not to be able to really have a great video because people are listening to what's going on in the background with sirens going by and kids yelling and screaming if you're on a playground or whatever? You need to make sure that the background noises are controllable. If it's something you control, like a TV or a radio or a washer and dryer or a dishwasher, you can turn those off while you're making the video. But if you're out on the streets like I am right now, well, maybe the noise might be too loud. You need to go somewhere else. In this case, it's not too loud today because it's on a holiday, and I have a lavalier microphone on, which I'll talk about in a later video. So just make sure that it's quiet enough and that you can control the noise that is happening around you. So that being said, that's it. You need to scout a great location with a great background and that has low noise levels or controllable noise levels, and that the lighting is good. And don't forget to get permission if you're in a business location in writing that says you have permission to put this video up. And make sure you get it from not just one of the people working there, but from the manager or the owner. With that being said, also, please make sure you share these videos with everybody that would like to see this kind of education. And if anybody would like this, share it. Also, make sure you hit all the like buttons and the hearts and all that so that the algorithms and the social networks will get to loving us. With that being said, I hope you have a great day. Cheers.